everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Full Circle. This is episode 25. That's
25.
25.
And if you still are with us after that, I'm Jared Fradette. You can find me on all social media at ToonVelo. And to my left, as always,
I'm your host, Harmon Jr. You can find me at Harmon Jr. on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all those other social medias that I don't use, but Jared's probably at ToonVelo, so you can do that.
Pretty much. So we have an exciting episode for you today. We'll be discussing, once again, our Woman Crush Wednesday. This time, video game style.
Yeah. I might have double dipped, but that's okay. We'll also be discussing what would you be willing to give up to live in your favorite fantasy world. And we're not talking about, your favorite food.
$1,000. I promise I'll never, I don't know.
We're talking about real
sacrifice.
Yeah, there we go. That's where
Full Metal Alchemist equivalent exchange things.
Yeah, we're talking about damn near mind, body, and soul type stuff.
Would you give up your mother? Oh, wait, that's Happy Mother... October 3rd, never forget, Full Metal Alchemist. Too soon? Too soon.
Too late.
Too late? But first and foremost, we'll be discussing DC Universe. No, not the universe, the streaming service, DC Universe.
That's poor naming convention.
It's terrible naming convention, especially when people try and compare it to the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, and it's like if I'm Googling it, it's DC Universe. Oh, the DC Universe. No, the streaming service. Streaming DC Universe shows.
Try and search DC Online or DC Universe Online. Nope, that's a game. They didn't think this through, right? So, did we talk about what DC EU is? It's their
Cinematic Universe. No, EU. What's the EU?
Right. No, you're on the right track. It's trying to match the MCU, right? Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, what do you think DC EU is?
DC. What does DC stand for?
Detective Comics.
Detective Comics. Some synonym for cinematic that begins with an E, universe.
So I thought it was DC Entertainment Universe. It's not. It's DC Extended Universe. They're just really bad at naming things.
Okay. So The DC Universe we're talking about is their new streaming service that will be streaming exclusive shows only found there, and some of your favorites like... Wait, no. It's like Batman Beyond and Batman the Original Series. Okay, cool.
So it's it's like the Disney Vault, but the DC Vault. So everything you've come to know and love, Batman the Animated Series, some of the old things, some of the straight-to-DVD movies.
Is the original Teen Titans on there?
I'm not certain.
Because they got that bullcrap Teen Titans movie on there, right?
Well, it's a series. It's not a movie.
Oh, the live-action thing's a series?
It's a series that's already been renewed for Season 2. Hasn't even come out yet. I think even by the time this episode airs, it would have just debuted. And it's already renewed for Season 2.
Did the review say it's all like a trash fire? Because I watched the trailer and all I think is trash fire.
I have not read the early reviews. I have not.
For those watching, like a trash fire isn't going to... Wait, whoop, there it is. An actual trash fire on screen, yeah.
Oh. I'll make that graphic. So, yeah, it's 100% in the vein of everything DC's trying to be. Like, that Deadpool has made fun of them for, so dark and gritty, F Batman, and poor Raven, or her, whatever, they changed her name to, like, Renona Dark Shadow Claw or something.
Her name is not Raven?
No, they've changed it to, like, literally, they've changed it to, I think, like, Ruth Rutherford or something.
Just because the destruction and bastardization of the character, I guess I'm okay with that.
Right, it's like, why not? Just give up everything. Doesn't matter.
And I mean, is Starfire even an alien at this point?
Probably not.
Is she just some black girl from Harlem with star bolts?
Yes.
Not saying I have anything wrong with black girls from Harlem that now have star bolts. It's just...
They've gone so far off the original content. It's like, I don't even know what to think about this
might as well just be teens living in a gritty environment with powers.
I'm imagining Titans, but in the font of, like, Rent. 565,000 batarangs. Why won't Batman ever let me drive the car? Yeah, jazz hands.
Jazz hands. So it's like we just came full circle from last episode. If you didn't watch last episode, you should.
Why are you watching these out of order? But yeah, but this is not, as much as we're bashing it, there are a lot of interesting things that we on there, right? Like all the comics, you can read them in the digital media.
So you can read, okay.
Yeah, right, weekly. And
like literally all the comics. Like
at least all the new stuff that's coming out, and I'm sure like a selection of old material.
Okay, I was about to say, that's just impressive in and of itself.
Right, and considering that comics can be, I'll say like $5 each, if you want to keep up with everything, this is pretty economical. It's like $75 for a year or like $8 a month. Probably something comparable to Netflix. That being said, the new shows that they're trying to stream to you, there's only a few of them, but I would be interested in seeing them, but $75 seeing them?
I don't like the idea. Okay, so I get that people really loved Young Titans, not Young Justice.
Young Justice, and that will be one of them, Young Justice Outsiders.
And it's weird, because I feel like Cartoon Network just poorly handled that show, too. Like, new episodes really came on even worse than, like, Adventure Time. This was, like, a Sunday at 2 1 month ago from the last new episode.
Well, you know what specifically did Young Justice end, right? So
toy sales?
The toy sales. They wanted to sell toys to young boys, but a surprising number of young girls actually liked the show, and they went, sorry, not our market. And there's actual like non-competition reasons behind this, because like DC promises to only target boys 8 through 13, and My Little Pony promises to only target girls 8 through 13. If they overlap, it's like, oh, what are you doing? This is my turf. It's a turf war.
That's horrible reasons.
It's a terrible reason, but it happens all the time in entertainment.
Yeah. But even when it was going, like, Young Justice, it didn't come on at the right time. And I feel bad because I know people legit love that show.
It's a great show.
And I kind of feel bad that people who want to watch season 3 are going to kind of be stuck behind this paywall now.
Yeah. And to be fair, the only other show... Okay, so let's name them, right? There's Titans, there's Young Justice Outsiders, there's the Doom Patrol, there's Swamp Thing, there's Stargirl. Remember you made fun of me for listening here in our DC thing?
Okay.
Who's Stargirl?
Okay.
What's a power belt?
All right.
Her.
All right, yeah. She's getting her new show on a service that no one will pay for and watch. I said it.
Right.
I said it.
Harley Quinn. And that is the one show I really want to watch and are really upset it's behind this paywall.
And people, I don't really hate DC. I don't at all, honestly. My thing is, how many services can do this and be successful? Disney, since they're doing it, is probably the only people
whom I would pay for.
Not that I don't think I would personally, but they have enough power.
But someone will pay for it, and I'll get their pass.
Or enough people pay for it to keep it a thing. But, like, DC, I'm not sure. Okay, anyone besides, like, Disney and maybe someone else I may not be thinking of, I'm just going to say Disney only, I don't think would have the power to where this is the only way to experience this.
Nintendo. Nintendo Online, their whole library, cloud services, they're doing it.
It's $20 a year, though.
I know, right? That's a vast difference than $75.
Yeah.
Like...
$20 a year is like you're getting the basics.
Really, I feel I'm paying for the cloud service at that point, and anything else is just bonus.
Yeah, so I mean, you're getting the entire NES library?
Right? That'd be fun.
I mean, compared to like, that could have easily been like $20 a year, and these games are like, $5.99 or however much they charge for classic games.
Right, whatever the stupid eShop stuff is.
So the way I look at it, I see it as I'm paying $20 a year to have the entire NES library, and the future, it's gonna evolve into the SNES and
right. The further out we get, the further we'll add to the library.
Yeah, and that's only $20 a month, and cloud saves, so I don't have to. I can like throw my Switch against the wall and buy a new one, and then throw that one against the wall.
Right, which would be good since they're coming out with a new Switch.
Oh yeah, they are.
Just like, whoop, don't need this one anymore. Chuck it. New one. Here we go.
Yeah.
Which actually probably marketing-wise was timed accordingly, right? But I mean, it's not new. DC isn't doing anything new, and I mean, it's not like it's going to hurt their sales. Their fan base will still continue to buy things from them.
Yeah, but the service as a whole, and plus, I feel like the new shows. Okay, Titans, trash fire. These other shows, possibly not a trash fire. But will they get the viewership they need to be successful?
That is always a good question. So what I guess I'm trying to say is it just leaves a bad taste in our mouth.
Yeah, I mean, Titans left a bad taste in my mouth. So and I'm tying this completely with Surge because like I feel like they're launching them at the same time. So
it's all together.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe they should have like used Harley or Stargirl or something.
That would be a much easier to sell.
Yeah.
But speaking of hard bargains to strike, what would you give up to go live in a fantasy world?
Ooh, all right. For those playing along at home, think of your favorite fantasy world. You know, Pokemon, Harry Potter, maybe a Final Fantasy. What other fantasy worlds do people love lamenting about living in?
My bills are paid. I have a house. A well-paying job that I like. You know, The Sims. The Sims.
You know, X-Men, My Hero Academia, Bleach. You know, another favorite anime, sci-fi show. Any of those. What would you give up? And we're talking about hard sales. We're not talking about, I'll give up my life here because that's a given, like, first of all.
Obviously, duh.
And so we were thinking, for examples, please, in the comments, if you're, listening on podcasts or just go to Twitter or Instagram or something. If you're listening on YouTube, clearly leave a comment. But here's an example. I would love to live in the Pokemon universe. And to give that up, I would have to be murdered or just have a horrific death here in this universe. And I'm my mother's only child, and if I was, taken out some horrible way, my cost would be like I'm leaving my mother alone, knowing that I died horribly in unfulfilled dreams and promises. But me myself be transported to the Pokemon universe.
So you would purposefully mentally anguish your mother?
No, that's an example. I don't know if I could. That's what
okay. That level.
Yeah, that level. That was just an example.
Okay.
And I guess we could debate about, but yeah, it needs to be on something. Me personally, I love my mother, and I'm our only child, like I said. I don't know if I can give her that mental anguish for the rest of her years and, like, a slowly death of depression, honestly, after that. For me to go live in my favorite universe, that's
hard. Okay. What about, so something I would be willing to give up, and you can argue if you think it's fair or not, would be my memories, like, randomize all my memories, put them in a bucket, and then just, like, chuck, like, half of them.
Like, so you don't remember your life here? Or you don't remember your life here at all? I mean, you remember some of your life here, or you don't remember it at all?
I remember some of it, but then there's just like huge gaps. So I'm like, did I like it? It's just like
remember like a dream, or you for a fact you live somewhere else in a different universe.
No, the parts I remember clearly.
Okay, so you don't chuck them off as like a dream sequence or something.
Right. So I always will remember there's something I left behind.
You know what?
I'm like I don't know why I came. I don't know. Maybe it could be.
I feel like that wouldn't be good enough, but only hear me out here. Since you only remember half, like you don't remember any of the parts that that led you to be here. So you might think that's the fantasy world you left, and might also be wondering about.
That's the real cost of this, right? Like I'm like always gonna be like either paranoid or like grass is greener scenario in my mind.
Ooh, that might be because I just say might ruin the place you go, depending on how your memories are.
It is a high cost.
Yeah,
yes.
that is a lot. You know what? I'll give it a pass.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. One of the things I was thinking about, or I remember you made me think about, but I realized was stupid was, well, you just forgot your life here entirely. Which then, I mean, you have the. Would you even be able to appreciate the world you're in? I'll give that one. I'll risk that. You forget your life here entirely. So the fantasy world you're not even aware that it's the fantasy world you wanted to live in. It's just the world you grew up in. Okay. So would you even be able to, like, I love Pokemon, but would I love Pokemon the same?
I feel it would have to come with the caveat that like the people in the world know who you are already. Like, because if people were like, oh no, this weird traveler who fell from the sky. Well, obviously. No,
I mean, like, I would start over, like, I would be born, like, I would go through the process of life there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would start over, like, okay. So, my mother was this person, and, Pokemon and stuff exists.
Yes.
So
it's not a memory wipe, it's a full, like,
restart.
Karma recycle.
But I would have no, like, that's just the world I know it as. Right, so it wouldn't be fantasy, it would just be the world.
What would you give up to just hit reset?
Okay, man.
Boring reset.
It's kind of but I was thinking, you know what? Would be the real caveat? Like, I grew up and I don't like Pokemon. I go to school and just be like a regular people doctor or something.
You're, what's her name? Lily. You're afraid of Pokemon.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't touch me.
Okay, no, that's No, okay, that's not a good one. All right, what would I give up?
No, I think it's something good to give up. We just don't.
Okay,
you're rolling the dice. You don't know what you're going to end up being.
All right, you know what I'll give up? I'll lose one of my limbs.
Okay, literally Full Metal Alchemist style here.
Yeah, I would give up a limb.
Okay, I was
preferably an arm. So I still want to be able to walk.
Well, I mean, okay, no, because like I guess it depends on where you go, right? Because like Game of Thrones, losing an arm would be pretty terrible. Star Wars, okay, yeah, I'll lose all my limbs. You know, is that really a cost here?
Okay. How about this? I would lose. You have to roll that I lose a limb at random, and by limb it could be any leg, any arm.
Would that include your head? It's as an extremity here.
Only if you could live without a head in this universe in some type of way.
The Futurama universe. You are a head in a jar. Hi, I'm Odell's head here.
Okay, and I will say this: like that's like one of my worst fears is losing a limb. So that's big for me. Like,
you can go to this universe, but not at the time you think it occurs in. So like you can go, right?
So you would go to like Harry Potter, but like in the 1920s, you'd be like a 1920 wizard,
Yeah. Well, to be fair, that's mostly Fantastic Beasts and where to find them.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like if you want to go to Pokemon, you don't go to the chippy little like, oh boy, look at all this technology.
I go to the Pokeball where you twist.
Right? The Great Pokemon Wars where this Pokemon is stored in like crystals and it's feuding. Where what's his name? 3,000-year-old guy.
With the Lucario?
Yeah. But I mean, from the games, the guy who wants to blow up everything.
Lazande?
Is that no, his name is just like...
Wait,
X. Yeah, X and Y. The main villain.
Oh, Geishas. N was the forefront poster child he used.
No. He
what game are we talking about?
He was capturing your Velta. So XY. He wants to capture your Velta to end all life.
Lazandre. The red guy. Look.
No. Not the fashion guy. The guy who's like an immortal.
Lazandre.
No,
the giant. The giant.
The giant, yeah.
I thought the giant was good.
Oh,
yeah, the giant was good. Yeah, he had his like forever Floetti that was like.
Right. No, but he was only good because he was the one who initially was going to destroy the world, and after like 3,000 years,
but his Floetti like took the beam.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, mix it up. Yeah, okay.
I forgot that was a thing.
Right, the whole like it was like the minor subplot twist of everything.
All right. So here we go. So we have losing a limb since living your fantasy world. Forgetting half your memories. And when you're in a new fantasy world, you're not sure if you left a fantasy world to be in this world, or you don't know. So you don't know if the grass is greener. Crap. What was the other one?
Restart entirely.
Yeah, restarting. Like you're just born there, so you wouldn't even know. And let's say it's Harry Potter. You won't be a muggle or something. You'll still be...
You get to be the thing you're going to the universe for.
Yeah.
No. That's a cost now. You can go to the Harry Potter universe, but you're definitely a muggle.
But then you wouldn't even be aware, because then that's like saying you're living like now. We could be muggles and just not know.
Right? The Air Force really... the Air Force does control the Stargate. We all know it. Just...
Here's the secret. All the people who want to go to the Harry Potter universe, you're already there.
Oh. Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun. And you know what? We're not muggles. Magical flip off, but you can't see it.
That's more like Nin or like, what shape do you see? It's like
9.
Okay,
Jerry. Okay, now we need to get a little more. These are doable. Let's get into the gut wrenching. I don't know if
these weren't gut wrenching.
Okay, mine was what would be gut wrenching for you? Like you can't say yes. Like mine was like down horrible.
Oh yeah, okay. So we already talked about this, and you mentioned like I would have to give up like most of my intelligence.
Oh yeah. Like
I wouldn't be like
stupid,
but like I would be
average intelligence at best.
Yeah.
Whatever the average person intelligence is, where you're going.
Walmart. Anybody in Walmart? How about that? Which. Explicitly in my mind, I'm remembering I was there for some reason, and I don't know how, but one of the employees tried to convince me that we move our bodies via our bones. I was like, your muscles. Like, and she's like, what? I was like, oh my God.
We hear a full circle of all Walmart employees. If you are a Walmart employee, we know it's only temporary, and you're working to be something better.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, I could not go if I had to like sacrifice down to pure average.
Pure. You couldn't do it?
I couldn't do it.
For those, let's go full circle back to episode 24. Jared is a biochem major and a genetics major.
Why the quotes? That's an actual true thing.
I mean, I know it is. I don't know.
Odell the human.
Odell the human and Jared the also human. Here on Full Circle.
Venture, full circle time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can give... Okay. I don't think I could do that to my mother. Okay, how about what could you give up, but it will be hard? So, I've thought about this.
Okay.
Because I love my senses. So, I go to a Bleach or something, or any universe where you can fight, but I'm blind, but I can still use my senses. Because I'll be like, that would suck. Like, I'm still there. I still have fantastic powers, but now I can't visually enjoy it. I think I could do it. It would just be extremely hard. Like, I think you could convince me. It would have to come with stipulations. Like, I would be, have great power and I can achieve, be one of the greats. But, my sight, though. Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, your sight, you can still, enjoy things. But, yeah. And I guess you visually know what things are supposed to look like.
Right. Just use your spirit pressure. It's like echolocation.
Yeah. Or, since you're going to that universe, this, you still have your knowledge of what, the universe
are.
Yeah.
Okay, this one feels too soft now I was like, what if you, lose your... Okay. What if you lose your ability to read and write? Okay, fine. I mean, but, you'd be, eternally...
you mean forever? You can't...
Forever. You can't regain that ability.
Oh, well...
You lose the ability to sense the passage of time. No, think about how terrifying that would be. It'd be like being a little dog, right? You're like, someone's like, I'm going to go get a glass of water. And, they go. You're like, oh, God. Did they leave me? Why aren't they here? Is it... Sure, no, wait. What time... I don't know what time it is.
Is that losing the senses? Won't you just don't care? Won't you just it'll be forever, whatever. No one loves me. Won't you just apathetic towards it?
Maybe. I don't know. I like to know about how much time has passed, always.
So, honestly, I know I tell y'all to write in the comments, but this is a topic I really want to hear from you guys. What would you be willing to give up? And make it good. Make other people be like, damn. Ooh, I don't know about that. And what universe you would like to go to for the thing you gave up. And don't make it soft. Don't be like, I'll go to Harry Potter world and cut off my pinky.
Pinkies.
Yeah.
Okay. So we talked about what we would give up to get where we'd want to go. Maybe we can talk about who we'd like to get.
Ooh. what would we give up to get with them? Nothing.
Okay. What we're trying to say is Woman Crush Wednesday, video game edition.
It's back, y'all. Woman Crush Wednesday. Last time we did anime. Today is video game edition. Got some foxy ladies for you.
Okay, with that, I suppose I'll go first. Not number one on my list, Crystal Fox. From Star Fox. Yes.
The Star Fox series.
The Star Fox
mainly
series.
Star Fox Adventures, and then that random sequel. Not even.
It was I remember from the flying game, on the DS.
You didn't. Oh, well, she debuted in Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube and was featured in that game on the DS.
Right, that was her premiere role, and she was not main protagonist, but main.
Yeah, she's foxy.
She is.
So for my first pick, not my number one, but just first pick in general.
I like to clarify. She might not be number one, just literally also one on the list.
Okay.
She might be number one.
Okay, here is just my first pick. Not my number one, but first pick, just for clarification. So, is Cynthia the champion from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl?
Yes.
Yeah, fourth generation, right? Yeah, Diamond and Pearl. From Sinnoh. She's the champion of the Sinnoh region. And she is just a powerful woman. What's more sexy than a woman with power? And I'm not talking about she can pick up a building. She's just a strong leader. I dare say one of the
a literal leader.
Yeah, I said she's probably one of the strongest trainers in the Pokemon universe. Period.
Right. She has actual dragon Pokemon, not just 3 Gyarados.
Yeah, like, she's not a cakewalk or a pushover. She goes around and helps the people of her region, unlike most other champions.
My work here is done, but you haven't done anything. Go away.
Yeah, like you see her. She is the first champion. You see her literally throughout your journey, helping people, changing things, stopping things. Like, oh no, this town's under siege. Oh crap, Cynthia's gonna be here. We need to get the heck out of town.
Right? Because even like, I mean, Sailor Moon reference, but I was making a joke on Lance, right, the Dragon Master who appeared in 2. Like, I never even got a sense that he was really doing anything so much as he was just like, yeah, I've got time to kill, so I'm just kind of touring around. Like, she was the first person who gave me, like, a sense of, like, yeah, they're going to morally protect this land.
Yeah, like, I'm the champion. I have a duty as champion to do stuff.
So I guess back to me now. Yeah. So I'm going to say Princess Zelda, caveat, tongue-in-cheek, only if she's played by Cate Blanchett. Which shouldn't come as a surprise or shocker to any of our Full Circle viewers.
Yes, Jared loves Cate Blanchett, and I will admit she does kind of look like Zelda when she's all faired up.
She's just so beautiful. Like, even as Hela. Oh, loved her as Hela.
You are so beautiful to me. Yes, we here on Full Circle like to harmonize. Harmonize with us, people. My next pick, and she's probably like an all-around, always good first pick, period, but it's Chun-Li. Yes, I used her in the anime one because she's an anime character, but she is primarily a video game character because that's where she debuted. But she's been in both enough so I feel like she can go in either or category. Don't at me about it, people. Chun-Li is beautiful. You're just hating because you can't get those thunder thighs, and I'm just saying she's a lovely woman.
Fair enough.
She's got kicks.
Puffed Up Kicks?
Pumped Up Kicks.
Pumped Up Kicks. I don't know this song. I don't know. I'm not fast enough. Okay, actual pick from Legend of Zelda is the Princess of Twilight, Midna, in her human form, not her imp form.
So,
unlike some people.
Shout out to our friend Marcus Stewart, who runs Carving Gaming
Rushmores.
Please say the title for me, Jared.
Carving Gaming Rushmores.
He runs that.
We were on it.
Did you
listen?
Did you?
Link below.
Yeah, we need to get him on the show sometime. We're still working it out, Marcus, but he was on there, and I wanted to put Impa on for whatever reason. We were talking about her, and they were convinced Midna. We were talking about Midna, and they were confused that I only loved her in the imp form, and I had like an imp fetish. I don't. I like her in the human form.
What's an imp fetish specifically?
I don't know. Someone who likes imps.
I don't know. You tell me.
You know what? That's your.
So Midna in her human form for me. We got like 2 seconds of her at the end of this at the end of the game. Spoiler, but she was wonderful.
Yeah,
she made a great sacrifice in the fact that she could never come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can we get a full circle? All right. So, my next pick is the lovely Brown Diva. You know what? She's from Overwatch, but I'm about to say Overwatch is such a diverse game. You know the game, I can say Brown Diva, and that was probably referring to one character. This is one of the few games I say Brown Diva, and that can mean, like, quite a few.
Does it refer to more? I thought they were pretty much, like, all white except for her.
No, you got
Who is her?
Symmetra, the lovely Indian lady with the robotic arm and, the tech powers.
Her power is geometry.
Yeah, I mean, she has tech powers. I love tech. She's just, I'm looking at her right now. Just.
Oh, that's right. The tech stuff ties into your other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I like her conceptually and visually, and just, I mean, she has a sexy little voice.
I've not played Overwatch, so
all my Overwatch fans, they all know Symmetra is a beautiful brown diva. And I was about to say there's a chick who's Hispanic. She's like the hacker chick. I'm drawing a blank of her name.
The Mountain Dew and Doritos one?
No. It's
I know her. I know the Blizzard Tundra one. I know there's like the Australian one now. I know they all have the same face.
What is her name? This is her.
Okay. The purple one with the buzz hair.
Yeah, the purple. What is her name?
Hero 73. I don't know. They're all numbered, right?
Hero 76. He has a name. Sombra, that's her name.
Oh,
Sombra.
I recognize that name.
She is also a brown diva.
Okay, fair enough.
And you know what? No, I'm not getting into this because I'm not too good with the Overwatch names. We're just gonna move this on. Point is Symmetra. Oof.
Okay.
My Bollywood princess.
Now, this one is actually a main character that you don't often get to see, but I loved playing as her. Emily Caldwin, Empress of all of Dishonored. Like she's great because she has such a tragic story, but like kind of like back to Cynthia, she's like really powerful both as a leader and supernaturally. Like I love her supernatural powers. I love the powers that she gets from the void. They're really neat, and they're all tied to the fact that she is in fact an empress, right? It's like disillusionment and cloning and I love the domino effect, because her actions as an empress domino out.
Oh, ho.
Yeah,
that was good.
Thank you. But I'm not gonna lie. I love kind of just playing chaotically with her to get like the tyrannical mad queen. I don't know. There's just something fun about that. So Emily Caldwin is for me.
No, Jared likes his women crazy and with power.
Back to I'm like, Sasuke Kiryuin, Emily Caldwin. I'm noticing a slight trend.
All right. So speaking of tragic stories, my next pick is Aqua from Kingdom Hearts.
Of course.
And before we even get to recent developments, she was well, first of all, she's one of the few Keyblade wielders in Kingdom Hearts to actually earn the title of Master.
Okay.
Like literally, I think maybe 2 or 3 people currently actually hold the title of Master. Sora? They may be good. No, Sora's actually not a Master.
Well then.
He actually failed his mastery test in the spin-off game Dream Drop Distance. Him and Riku took it together and he failed horribly. So Sora is not a master. And her other 2 Keyblade companions, classmates, they're also not masters. She was the only one who passed it. Because Ventus wasn't good enough and Terra fell to darkness.
Fell to darkness, you say?
And Aqua has fell to darkness. She broke my heart. I watched this trailer at the Xbox press conference at E3. I was so excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. And they showed her fall into darkness. And I was like, why? Why? Look at her, Jared. She has fallen to darkness. But she has spent years there. She has spent the time from Birth by Sleep, which is in the timeline canonically the first one. No, the mobile bullshit game is the first one, but I'm ignoring that.
Whatever.
Yeah, this is the first one. And she's been there ever since. And Sora was like 6 or 5 when she went there. Now he's like, 16 or something. So she spent at least a decade, I mean, possibly like more than that, like anywhere from 10 to 20 years in the realm of darkness, looking for, the lost souls of her friends, being there, getting constantly tormented by, the mental torment of being in the world of darkness. And are you good enough? Are you strong enough? You failed. And constantly holding on to the light. So, I mean, people, she's only human. Dear God.
Is she only human anymore?
Sorry,
I'm not trying to dig at that. I'm just like.
But other than that, going to she's a powerful woman. She doesn't falter. She's a good female protagonist. She rose to the occasion. Again, like I said, people, she's one of the few people that actually hold the title of Master, and I like it because when you address her, you can't address her as Aqua. It has to be Master Aqua. I'm not into dominatrix.
I feel his passion, and I am humbled.
She felt that. I was legit upset, people. I was pretty devastated.
Okay, well, now this last pick of mine feels silly by comparison, but I mean, what can I say? So, probably actually she might have been my very first video game crush, which is why she's on this list now.
Oh,
it is from Harvest Moon 64, Karen. She is the bartender's daughter. No, the vineyard's daughter. It's kind of the same thing. It's a small town. So there's the vineyard, and she's the daughter of the vineyard, and then she also goes to work at the bar at night, and she hates her life. And I'm like, oh. So anywho, Karen from Harvest Moon 64.
I'm sorry, you're just like, she just hates her life. And Jared's going to be there to save her from that life.
Okay, that was the thought at the time, yes. I'm sorry. That was my exact thought process.
I'm just imagining young Jared with his expert. I'm going to save you from this life, Karen. I'm going to save you from this life. Don't you worry for me. I'm going to plant these seeds. I'm going to become a big farmer. Get you out of here, girl.
I mean, yes.
I mean, that's noble. I mean, that's much better than my reasons. My reason's like, you're pretty. You're like, no matter what your father says. You're a hero amongst men, sir. You're a hero amongst men.
Thank you.
Okay, going on with my theme of I just love strong, powerful women.
Mm-hmm. This one, I know, is your number one.
Urbosa from the Legends of the Breath of the Wild. She has lightning power. She is another beautiful brown diva. Oh my goodness. Like, her stance, her pose. I'm even, like, yeah, she's like 10 feet tall with a six-pack, but you know what? You know?
Yeah. No, I see the appeal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want her to pick me up or nothing, but...
No, just she has to, like, do the full, like, hi there, you.
No.
No? Okay.
I do not want to be picked up.
Okay, well.
Like, I'm not saying I'm a big, masculine, like, macho man, but getting picked up does not seem appealing.
She is the warrior queen of all the Gerudo.
I mean, but also... I don't know, maybe I'll just give her a child and, you know, because they leave, go find, you know, someone to bear them children in return.
That is how the Gerudo work.
It's like, you know, she's caring and loving.
Right? It's like beyond all those things, right? The tender moments we see with her and Princess Zelda, like she truly does, you know, she's not a heartless warrior queen. She is still matronly.
You know what? When you were talking about Sasuke Kurini last time we did Woman Crush Wednesday, and you're talking about the heel thing, okay, I get it now. I get it, because her heel thing, when she stomps it, it's like, okay.
Yes.
I got the heel appeal.
Right? Okay.
Hashtag heel appeal.
Yes. Okay, so, woo, reining back in all these emotions, fan ourselves off. Those are our video game Woman Crush Wednesdays. Those are also what we'd give up to go to any fantasy world.
Ooh, some steep prices.
And that's our update on the DC Universe. Let's not touch that. For Full Circle, I'm Jared Fradette, and you can find me always at ToonVelo.
And I'm your host, Oda Harmon Jr. You can always find me at Oda Harmon Jr. on all your favorite social media sites. Don't forget to follow us at FC Podcast 2 and 3 because our contest is still going on to win the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Classic, which is...
right here.
It's still here, as you can see, so no one's winning yet. So make sure to go follow and stay tuned. And we'll be giving that away soon, hopefully. So y'all have a great week, and thank you for joining us.